I'm the mother of 4. I have a son, he's my oldest, and then 3 daughters. The last 2 daughters that I had are twins, so they're my babies, and Megan is one of the twins. And my love for my children is immense. I just totally poured my life into my 4 children. And Megan was just very joyful. She had a happy heart and brought a lot of humor into our family. And the love that she brought is just amazing. And the moment that I learned that I was not going to see her again was absolutely the most devastating moment of my life. And I had to survive some really, really dark days. It felt like someone had reached inside of me and pulled out all of my insides and just left me as an empty shell of a person.
It was a Friday night, and a buddy called me up, and he wanted to go down to the beach to watch this band play, and I thought it sounded like a great idea. And so we went down there, and we had a couple drinks. I never really thought that when I left the bar that night, 2 innocent lives would be taken. I mean, really, the worst I thought is I might get a DUI. But I was wrong. I mean, prison's like hell on earth. I mean, it's a really dark place. It's somewhere where I never would have expected to land. I was pursuing a college degree 1 minute, and then the next minute I'm in prison for 22 years with a bunch of people who have lived a lifestyle of crime, rapists, murderers, child molesters. And when it got down to it, that wasn't even the worst part, being in prison. The worst part was, the guilt that I had to live with for the rest of my life.
The fact that Eric is the exact same age as my son made me think about him as a son, and not necessarily as my own son, but I reflected on my son being that age and realized that my son could make that same decision, because it is a choice. And as I thought through that, I realized that he was a good person as I got to know his family and got to know things about him, that he's a really good person who just made a really bad choice. And because of that, 2 girls died, and it's a horrible tragedy. And you cannot take back what happened. Me hating Eric forever is not going to bring Megan and Lisa back. And I just knew that it would be better for our healing and for moving forward to be able to forgive him, and for his family as well, because his family's living with a horrible tragedy. Even though they're on the other side, they're affected by the grief and the sadness and the sorrow and maybe even shame. And I just felt like it would be better for everyone if we could all heal together.
I really didn't feel like I deserved forgiveness, but it was such a blessing. It gave me the opportunity to actually plan my future again, not to think about somebody hating me, and it was a total blessing. And Renee's forgiveness made me a really lucky person. I made one bad decision, and it's something I'm going to have to live with for the rest of my life.